Here's how much owning a new car will really cost you. That's a pretty big number. So let's break it down. The first cost to consider when buying a new car is the upfront stuff. The total price you pay, split between whatever down payment you bring to the table and financing the rest with an auto loan. And to showcase those numbers, let's assume an average new car price and an average auto loan. The average transaction price for a new vehicle is $48,644. Let's round that up to $49K. So to purchase the car, the recommended down payment is 20%, which equates to $9,800, leaving $39,200 that requires an auto loan. The average interest rate on a new car loan for a prime borrower is 6.89%, and the average loan term is currently about 67 months. But because that's not a common loan term, we need to use the closest duration that is common, which is a 72-month loan. Putting all of that together and setting aside taxes and other fees for right now, here's what you can expect. Your payments will be $666.25 over 72 months, adding up to $47,970.17, of which $8,770 is interest alone. That is a very high monthly payment for 6 long years, taking on almost $10,000 in additional interest. And if you work an average 5% sales tax back into everything, what started as a $49K vehicle will actually cost you more than $60,000. So those are the upfront costs and the numbers behind your auto loan. But the money you have to spend throughout your car ownership goes beyond those. Your insurance, your maintenance and repairs, your registration, depreciation, things like that. And in order for us to gauge how much that will be, we have to make the assumption you own the vehicle for as long as the average person. That's 8 years. First, insurance. The average annual cost of full coverage is $2,681. And I know many people opt for the minimum amount, but coming from someone that has had their car totaled, you want as much protection as possible. So over 8 years of ownership, the expected cost of insurance totals $21,448. Next up, your gas. Nationwide, the average percentage of income spent on gas is 2.57%. That equates to $1,670 a year. Again, over 8 years of ownership, that total comes out to $13,360. Doing the same thing for maintenance and repairs, according to AAA, drivers spend almost 10 cents per mile driven. 15,000 miles a year is a pretty good expectation, so that cost comes out to $1,475. Extending that over 8 years, and we get $11,800. For the cost of registration, this one is a bit tricky because some states don't base it on a fixed rate. So I took a look at the 10 states with the highest registration fees and shooting from the hip on an average a little lower than those. Let's go with $75 per year. The result of 8 years of registration is $600. The last cost we have to consider is a big one, even if it isn't coming out of your pocket directly. Let's calculate depreciation. Depreciation occurs as soon as you drive off the lot and continues throughout the entirety of the car's usable life. After 8 years, the industry average rate of depreciation is 66%. In our example, 66% depreciation is the dollar equivalent of $32,340. That leaves you with a car valued at around $17K, from $49,000 to $17K. The money you invested in this asset has lost all of that value, and that loss does matter when you want to resell it or you want to trade it in. You can't ignore depreciation. Okay, we crunched the numbers for everything. Those numbers are pretty big. So let's add it all up and see just how much owning a new car really costs. To first purchase the car, right out of your pocket is the down payment for $9,800 and the 5% sales tax equal to $2,450. The remainder, that's financed over 6 years, comes out to a total loan of $47,970, of which $8,770 is interest. For 8 years of ownership, insurance will cost you $21,448, gas $13,360, Maintenance and repairs, $11,800, registration, $600, and finishing up with depreciation, that cost is $32,340. The ultimate cost over the 8 years is $139,768. That's $17,471 per year, or $1,455 per month. To buy a new vehicle with a price tag of $49K, on average, you'll be spending nearly $140,000. So keep that in mind when making such a big financial decision. We're talking about a six-figure decision here. Now, there's ways to mitigate some of these costs, like buying used, choosing a specific make and model, and shopping around for better rates. But I'll save that discussion for another time because I'd hate to take you through even more math problems. All right, so let's end it there, y'all. Those numbers are definitely eye-opening, but it's a great exercise to go through to make sure you know what you're getting into. This was a generalized example, so consider that things like your loan terms, your expected insurance premiums, depreciation, and how those costs can go up over time will all depend on your individual situation. So for more accurate costs, change the numbers to fit your car, your down payment, your credit health, and your city. Hopefully this video was helpful. If you like more videos like this, be sure to like this video and consider subscribing if you aren't already. If you have any questions, leave them in the comments or feel free to email me at askalexherrera@gmail.com. If you're interested in financial coaching to address things from budgeting to debt management to general financial goals, shoot me an email at alexherrera.fincoaching@gmail.com. As always, thanks for watching. Until next time, take care of yourself and best of luck.